Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment, say hi, and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump in. Let's see what Spirit has in store for us today. The energy feels, I was going to say kind of funny, but I heard wonky. So I don't know if that's just today's energy, but that might be coming through. So let's see what happens, right? Let's just hop in. All right, balance. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Hold on. Let's see what comes out here. I want it. Yeah. All right. I do want to say that this is your energy is what I'm hearing. So now for some, it could be somebody that you're dealing with. But I feel like for the majority of you, this could be your energy. You might be trying to balance out your emotional heart space. I don't know if there was something that kind of threw you for a loop, or I am hearing something along the lines of, I didn't even mean to do that. So I don't know if it was like I hear a faux pas, a misstep, something said that wasn't supposed to be said, or it was taken out of context. It does kind of seem like misunderstanding type energy. So, and I don't know if somebody's angry, you don't know how they're going to react to you, or, I feel like you can't see what's going on. It's like there's some type of blockade going on here when it comes to this situation. I don't know if you've offended someone, and I heard well-meaning, so I don't know if you were trying to help someone and it came out wrong, or just the words were taken out of context and it seems wrong. I don't even know if it was something that you actually did, because I do feel like for the majority of you, it was not something you actually did or were trying to do. Okay, let's just keep going. Yeah, I heard a peace offering and I heard not taking it. So I don't know if you tried to, straighten things out and this person wasn't ready to straighten things out. Yeah, I almost kind of feel like they didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to hear your truth. I feel like, I hate to say it, but I do kind of feel like this person is looking to misunderstand you, looking to have a reason to be out of sorts with you or kind of against you. I don't know if it's, I hear perfection. So it's like, I don't know if this person views you as being the perfect type of person. So they were almost looking for a reason to kind of be against you. I feel like this hurts your feelings, really, because I feel like you would clearly just fix whatever it is. Yeah, I hear hell-bent on misunderstanding you. So sometimes, yeah, this is sneaky. It's almost sneaky business. It's like looking for something and grasping at straws. It's like trying to find something to, I don't know if it's collapse the friendship or create some distance. I almost kind of feel like that's what's going on here. To kind of put a wall up there. I feel like this person's looking for any type of reason to create some space. I hear your best bet would be to allow that person to have their space if that's what they truly want, right? It's like you offered to provide your clarity. They didn't want it. They didn't want to hear it. You offered love and kindness, and I don't want to say an excuse, because I don't even feel like it was an excuse. I feel like it was more like truth you were speaking, right? It does seem like you were trying to work here on the up and up. Yeah. You gave this person an opportunity and they didn't want to take it. An opportunity to heal this or fix this. What's falling? You might hear a little noise in the background. There are three, nearly teenagers up there. So they're a little noisy this morning. So you might hear something in the background. All right, let's see. So we've got the Page of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like Yeah, you were trying to offer up your apology, offer up your words of love and wisdom, and this person did not want to invite you in out of the cold. I just think you need to know what Spirit is trying to tell you is they were looking for a reason to keep you at arm's length. It really has a lot more to do with their insecurities than it did with the situation itself. That was just used as a guise for them to kind of carry out the plan that they've been kind of wanting to carry out for a while. It's like, I hear if they don't want me around, then I don't want to be around, right? And I feel like that's the energy you might be taking on. I feel like you kind of see through it. I feel like you're kind of seeing to the core of it. It's like this person was looking for a reason to cut you out. I don't know if it was competition or it's like, I don't know if it's friendship or business or whatever this is. It could be a family member. They just, I feel like this person always feels like they're in competition with you. And it's like, yeah, I don't know if you always just, in their eyes, come out on top. So it's like, there's insecurity here. And I feel like you have nothing but love for this person, which I feel like really hurts your feelings because um, you would give anything to kind of just fix this, right? But this person is, I want to say, they have their feelings, but I feel like their feelings are hurt. If you look at this King of Cups, there's one thing I can tell you about the King of Cups in the upright for me personally, right? People, others might see it differently, but I see this King of Cups being very, very intelligent when it comes to emotions, their emotions, others' emotions, right? So they know that it's hurting you by kind of, it's like I hear they're kind of wanting to kind of get their digs in. I don't know. I feel like it really stems from insecurity and maybe a little bit of envy, right? I hear friendly competition between friends or family members or whatever this is, or coworkers or wherever this is for you. But I feel like they're trying to say that's what it is, but I feel like it's more. This person can really hide their emotions very, very well. And as much as they have the depth of them, they don't normally share them, right? It's like only to a certain extent. It's like I allow you to know a certain amount, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here. Um, let's see. Yeah, we have devil energy here. Again, I'm not surprised to see it. There's some sort of, yeah, toxicity, heartbreak. I don't know if maybe it's competition. Like maybe there was a love situation or a potential partner. Maybe both of you liked the same person, or maybe you weren't even interested in someone and that person that they were interested in was interested in you. Does that make sense? It's something along those lines. I just kind of feel like, yeah, I saw justice in reverse here. So I just don't feel like this is a fair situation. And I feel like you're going to start to realize this more and more. There can be a rebirthing of the situation, but I don't feel like it's going to be now. It could be further into the future. I would say give this person their time and their space. And they're going to make it seem like you owe them an apology, but that's not the case. I feel like you were always ready to offer the apology of whatever it was for that minor, I want to say a minor transgression. And maybe it wasn't even that. It was taken out of context or whatever it is. It's like, yeah, they wanted that foundation to crumble with that Four of Wands. They wanted that stability to crumble. I feel like this person just needed some space from you, to be honest. And they were looking, that was just the first opportunity they could grasp. I don't know if their mental health is suffering or the way they see themselves when they're around you suffers. Yeah, I feel like they feel like they don't have any go juice or any motivation or any, it's like when you're around, it's like you've got the top spot. What's there to strive for, right? So, I hate to say it, but I just feel like it would be a healthier situation for everyone involved just for there to be space in this situation. Um, Maybe this person will have a chance to step into their emperor because I feel like they're not there now. So whether masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. This person needs time to do some healing work and to step into their power, because I feel like two people who are standing in their power can accomplish great things together. There's no, it's me against you. It's like, no, we can both win. There's plenty out there for everybody, right? And I feel like that's kind of where you're standing, but this person's not there yet. And I feel like, they might eventually utilize you as a tool or as a guideline. It's like the way you do things. They might adopt those so they can move forward too and step into this. Because right now, yeah, it's like their nurturing themselves is not where it should be. Their emperor's not where it should be. It's like this person's just off balance. And I really, yeah, there's non-movement in their life right now. And I feel like the thing is, they see what needs to be done, right? Because with this Two of Swords in reverse, they can clearly see what needs to be done. They need space away from you so they can grow, so they can heal, so they can change, right? The only thing is they're not being forthcoming with you and allowing you to know that they just need their space. I feel like maybe this person isn't mature enough to know how to put it into words, or just doesn't have the energy to do that, right? I feel like when you're feeling mentally unwell, you don't, everything feels taxing, right? And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. This person feels like everything is tough, right? So they're in that stage. And I know that if they were to confide in you, you would help this person, you would help guide them. But I feel like they really need to do this on their own, right? So they might come back around with that death in reverse in the future, but I feel like they'll be putting a better foot forward. Yeah, right now this person's in a place of non-movement, and in order to get out of that, to start chasing those wishes, hopes, and dreams, they have to do the healing work. They have to really hop into self, and sometimes that trek through the darkness within the self, it really does need to be traversed alone, right? And then this person can feel a sense of pride and happiness as they come out on the other side with that new knowledge, with that new strength, right? So, they have a chance to be proud of themselves and what they've accomplished, what they've really put their energy and effort into when they do for themselves, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting here. I do feel like with that Tower in reverse, it will switch up and things will get better. Yeah, I just feel like right now this person can't really see what's kind of ahead for them. And I feel like they're just so focused on what you have that they don't see that they have an opportunity too. And that's the problem. Look, they do end up coming into their magician, which I really love. And I feel like that's a great way to end this, because I feel like this is someone you care about. Like I said, I feel like they just need the space. They have all the tools necessary to make their wishes, hopes, and dreams happen, to find their strength, ground it down into the physical, and become more. So I feel like this is going to be a beautiful situation. It's just not there yet. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's all of what you can't see, right? And I feel like you're trying to figure out what you could have done that was so bad that warranted this type of pushback, or this type of, I don't want to say unkindness, or, that unloving energy, I feel like is what's going on there. There's no nurturing, no care. And I feel like this person just doesn't have it in them to put into it right now, right? And you might get that later. You might get that honest truth later on. But you're just not going to get it now. Okay, now I was drawn to this devil versus angel type of energy here. So I don't know what we're going to get. I don't know what this story is going to be about, but we're just going to jump into it together. I feel like, okay, we have false promises with patience and famine and sickness. So I heard lack mentality and new beginning. All right, I don't know if this is you or someone that you're dealing with, but the energy that I'm kind of getting here is, I feel like really this might be someone that you're dealing with. I'm going to say it this way. You can switch it around. You can be anywhere in these readings. Look, there's no shame on being on either side. There's no shame in being the one who's wrong or, it appears to be. This is all for clarity. These readings are all for growth and understanding and clarity, right? So it doesn't matter who you are. I just hope it brings something good to you so you can find clarity in your own life, right? Or apply whatever it is into your own life, right? Something to take from it. So I'm going to say the one way to keep it pretty clear, there's a person here who maybe keeps promising you that they're going to get their stuff together. And I feel like you've had patience, but this person, they've managed to stay in a lack mentality. Nothing good's coming along, and you're like, there are so many opportunities for brand new beginnings if you just do something about it. And I feel like the thing is, I'm getting kind of like a similar tether to the last reading. It's like, I feel like in this particular situation, this person doesn't have the energy to do it. Why? Because other people have been doing it for them. They've been doing the healing work for them, and so they don't appreciate it. I feel like you are very clearly trying to guide this person. It's like, hey, look at this bright new opportunity. It's right here. And they're looking, they've got, their glasses on, but they still can't see it. Why? Because spirit needs this person to dive in and do the work on their own, right? Now there could be spiritual conflicts. We have religious conflicts. So there could be, mismatched belief systems that kind of are colliding right now. It doesn't mean that they can't get along later on. It's just the fact that this is like a catalyst or a trigger, right? So there's a religious difference, and that's going to become the basis of this breaking apart. This is just the energy today. Look, if these energies don't resonate with you, you can go back in time to any one of these readings and you might find something in there that is right for you. All of the topics are in the description, and all of the timestamps are always in the comments. So you can hop in anywhere and find something that might be more suitable for you if this isn't your vibe today, right? I do realize this isn't going to be for everyone, but for who this is for, they definitely need to hear it. So pressing on, we have someone is looking for a reason to be in conflict. And I feel like where the last person was very obviously in the know as to why they wanted to create the distance, this one is different in the way that this person's soul is calling them to make these changes, to kind of muck things up, to get you to move in a different direction. Spirit knows you can do the work. Spirit wants to see this person straighten up, fly right, and do the work, right? That's kind of what's going on here. So it's like spirit may be breaking down this connection. For some, I do feel like this could be more of a romantic connection. This person needs to grow. I'm not saying it can't come back around in the future. Some of you may or may not give this person a second chance in the future, but I do see the breaking down of, yeah. And I feel like they're going to do that because this person's moral compass is not in the same place that yours is. And I feel like in a way to get you to walk away, you have to see something like this. It's like physically and moral imperfection. So this person is really kind of making moves that are kind of really below the belt and not something you could agree with, not something you could get behind, not something you can overlook. And I feel like spirit's doing that for a reason. And this soul is, I feel like this person wants to make the changes, but they just don't have it in them, right? They're waiting to have the strength to do that, but spirit's not allowing them to do it with you in presence. Yeah, healing capacity. They need to come into this on their own. They need to go into the darkness to come out on the other side. I just feel like there's a type of energy of today. It feels like I need to be proud of myself. These souls that I'm talking about, they need a sense of pride in the work that they're putting in. And if they're not putting in the work in the future, it's it's nothing to be proud of, right? They didn't help. They didn't put in the time, the effort, the energy that it takes to do the work, right? So it's not something they can appreciate. And that's what Spirit wants this person to realize, that um, it feels good to put the work in. It feels great to get myself where I want to be, to get myself out of the rut, to take responsibility for my actions, good, bad, and in between, right? It feels good to do that. Um, and that's kind of what Spirit's really kind of gunning for today. It's like, yeah, I hear towers. It's going to shake things up. For some of you, this energy is going to shake things up. For some of you, it's like you can be happy for this person, but maybe sad for yourself, because I feel like I'm talking to a bunch of amazing, loving hearts that want to help people. You want to help people. You can clearly see what they need to do, but they need to kind of grow and learn so they can see clearly in their future. You know, you don't always have to be there for this person to make the right decisions for them, right? You can clearly see what they are, but this person needs to get there. This person's a slave to the lower energy right now, and I feel like they're going to be acting out, doing certain things that just don't resonate with you, just don't jive with you. It's things that are not, I want to say, it's something you would say, why would you do something like that? I can't even believe you would think to do something like that, because it seems so obvious to you. It doesn't for this person. And I know that's hard to believe, because it's like, I hear anybody with a lick of sense, so I don't know where that comes from in the world, but that's what I'm hearing. It's like anybody with a little bit of sense can see that that's not the right thing to do, or not the way to maneuver, not the way to act, not the right thing to say in that particular moment, right? It's like whatever this person is doing, they're just really mucking it up, but spirits almost kind of helping them. I hear agent of chaos, so it's like coming in with that chaotic energy to create great change, and swiftly at that, right? Um, it may seem cruel that you're being pushed out, or that you're being, I almost want to say Spirit is not just doing it for this person. They are also doing that for you. This person, maybe they can come back later on and a changed person, someone who's grown and evolved, and they'll be more on your level, right? They might see things more like you do. But right now, I feel like the mentality of this person and the way that they maneuver and the things that they do, or the places they involve themselves, are not where Spirit needs you to be right now. I don't know if Spirit needs you to go over in a different direction. There are some other souls that might need your energy. And that's kind of how Spirit is almost utilizing you as a tool. And I know that's hard to kind of understand, but it's all for greater, grander purpose. And I feel like you're such a beautiful soul. I know this big, beautiful collective that we're growing here on Ophiuchus Tarot. There are some really amazing souls here. And I've had the pleasure of interacting with quite a few of you through comments. And I can see the light that comes from you. It's fantastic. So I can see why this person was drawn to you in the first place. And I can understand why this person was triggered, why you're the one to be turning keys for others, triggering them into growth, because you've already gone through a lot of it, right? And sometimes, although we want to, we just can't save people from themselves, right? Without them dragging us down in the process. So Spirit says it's time to cut this loss. We got to pull out our light. We got to pull our light out of that situation, put our light back in a situation where they can grow and expand some more and light up some more souls. You know, you're here for purpose, right? And I feel like a lot of you out there have incarnated for great purpose. And I feel like a lot of you know that as well, right? There's something more. Maybe you don't know what it is, but there's something more, right? Is there anything else, Spirit? Deception, yeah. This person may have a habit of lying or deceiving you, saying they're here when they're supposed to be there, or I was with this one and then they were with that one instead. And it's like, I just feel like Spirit's giving you every reason to say, okay, enough's enough. But I feel like you're the type of soul that loves so hard that they have to really kind of pry you out of there. It's like you're one of those ones, it's like, I'll ride with you to the end, come hell or high water. And I feel like this is hell and high water. And Spirit saying, you're going to drown. We got to get you out of there. And I feel like that's why so many things are going wrong in this situation, because they want you to get to a point and say, okay, enough's enough. But I feel like you're the type of soul that will hold on so tightly until the bitter end. And I feel like it's unfortunate, but I feel like that bitter end in this situation is coming up swiftly because this person, it's like everybody's got somewhere to be. And I feel like your soul has somewhere to be. And this person's soul has somewhere to be, right? They may have to spiral even further down without you to get to rock bottom. You know, some people wonder, have you ever been around someone and you think, where is their rock bottom? It's like my rock bottom would have been miles ago, but they're still going, right? And it's like some people, you know, have to really travel far to hit that rock bottom. But once they do, that's when they realize they have to make the great changes, right? So I just feel like, you know, you're going to be watching from a safe place. That's what Spirit wants you to kind of be healing in a safe place, because I feel like after this type of situation, you're going to need a little healing. You're going to need a little time to get your mind right, to get yourself back in order, to gain your full strength and your full light back. Yeah, this is all about, you know, I feel like it shows your ambition in the situation. It's like, oh, look, a fixer-upper. I can love that person back to health. And I feel like it's a lovely thought. And I feel like you gave it your best. And I feel like it's not that it wasn't good enough. I don't want you to feel that way, because it was more than good enough. It's just, it was never going to be enough because Spirit needed this to go a different way. Right? So it says nothing about you and what you can give and how valuable your love is and how beautiful your healing energy is. That has nothing to do with it. Spirit sees that, and that's why they're going to put you somewhere else, because you've got more work to do. I hear, get back out there. It's like, do your healing work and get back out there. We need you out there. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. Yeah, it comes down to the authority, and I feel like divine is the authority in this situation. It's like, you've done beautiful work, but now we need you to kind of let go of that project and move over here. I know it's a really spiritual way to think about it, you know, and I feel like I'm almost taking the 3D experience out of it, but that's what Spirit needs you to see. They need to take you out of this 3D experience, because I understand if we switch over into 3D, your heart's involved. You love this person. You're watching them spiral down. You're watching them make mistakes. It's painful. But on the spiritual aspect, this is what you get, right? So that's what it looks like in the spiritual. This is what it may look like in the physical. You are trying everything in your bag of tricks to help this person, but they're just not picking up what you're putting down. It's disheartening, and it's sad, and it's, you know, painful. And I feel like that's where you are. So if this is for you, that's where you are. Just know that this will lead to a victory, even if you can't see it now, right? This person will find their victory, and they kind of have to do it without you. I know that hurts, but there's nothing saying that this person can't come back in the future. Yeah, look, it says fall of empires. I do feel like this is the crumbling. So big hugs to you. I feel like you've put in a lot into this situation with this person, trying to grow something beautiful for the future, trying to create something beautiful for the future. And that's unfortunately just not the way this situation is supposed to go, right? I feel like if we hop into the cards, we might be seeing where something could go for you next. I think I want to jump into this one, here and see if there's something more about where you might be going, how you might be healing, what might be for you if you're coming out of that situation. Now, this could resonate for anyone, of course, but I feel like from the people coming from the last reading, you might need to know what's available to you in this now moment, right? Into the unknown. Yep. Spirit on deck. So you don't have to resonate with the last reading to resonate here. You could be getting ready to embark on a new leg of the journey, one where you just don't know where it's going to go, right? You might have made a major decision and you're looking to head into the future. Um, you know, you don't know where it's going to go, but instead of being fearful of that, I want to say let's switch up the energy. Let's bring in some sweetness to this energy here. We'll pull this in here. Let's bring some sweetness into this energy. What we're going to do is say we want to be excited about it. This could go anywhere. Maybe we could think of it as this is the possibility for a brand new, amazing beginning. Instead of saying, I don't know where this is going to go, maybe I should be afraid, right? Instead, let's say we should stay positive and move forward because this could go somewhere amazing, right? So try and switch up your energy. Yeah. I feel like you came from that dry desert where things weren't working out. It was barren. Nothing was really growing there, right? Or not enough was growing there. Yeah. I feel like Spirit's trying to encourage you to step into the unknown and just know that you're going to get to that place that you can bloom and grow. Let's see. I know Spirit's really trying to encourage you. Yeah. A wishing well. It's like start wishing again, start hoping. What do we want to see in our future? You know, if that past situation, the last reading was for you, say prayers for that person and hope they find their way. Send some angels their way, send some ancestors some help, and wish them the best. Right now, I feel like you need to focus on you. So whatever your past was, wish it well. And I feel like start dreaming up your amazing future. And I want to say this is the paintbrush stage, right? I love this stage. Why? Because you can create anything. And when I say dream big, I mean dream big. Don't leave anything out. What do you want to see in your world up ahead? You have the opportunity right now to put in that effort to make it happen. Yeah. What do you want home to look like? Beautiful, protection, comfortable, cozy, and I feel like vibrant, lots of growth, right? Yeah, we have a map shifter, and I feel like that's exactly what Spirit is saying you are in this situation. You're the magical map shifter. Whatever it is, you've got that blank canvas in front of you, and you're going to start mapping out how you want your future to look. What do you want to put in there? It's like, what do I want to accomplish? What can I achieve? And I feel like if you stay positive and you put all that good energy into it, you're going to shift the energy and you're going to tip the scales in your own favor. And I feel like that's it. That's what Spirit's saying. Look, it could go either way. You could fall apart. You really could if you don't keep that positive mindset. If you look in the mind space of this face here, there's someone who has a ribbon over her eyes and it looks like it's crossing over her heart. So she's not willing to see what could come, right? Not willing to feel something new. So if you stay stagnant in the energy of the past, you know, things could fall apart. But right now, Spirit's saying you have the opportunity to become more, to step into more. So be careful where your thoughts are. There's something very, very important about where your thoughts are. Follow that gorgeous inner compass. It is going to take you in the right direction. What does that say? Magic prayer. I feel like you know, if you've got prayers, shoot them up to spirit. If you have worries, shoot them up to spirit. Just say, these are my worries. Help me stay positive, right? These are my fears about my new experiences. Help me shift my sight, right? I feel like when you open it up for spirit to come on in, um, it's like they can really get their hands in there and mold something beautiful with you. I feel like with your help, they can mold something fantastic for your future. Follow the leader. Yeah, I want to say follow spirit, follow your soul's inner compass. It's there again. You'll find a place to put down roots, a place where you can grow strong and happy. Look, it's never a straight path as we're getting to where we're going, right? But it's beautiful. There's a lot of twists and a lot of turns. And I feel like you've got a lot of new experiences coming up as well. Ones that will help mold you and shape you into, I want to say, your best version of self, your most powerful version yet, is what's lying up ahead. Take some time to dream by the moon. Take some quiet time to heal and reflect, right? To let go of anything that might hold you down or hold you back. I want to say it's feelings that might hold you back. If there are any feelings of, you know, insecurity type feelings, I want to say let those go. You don't need to carry those. I feel like you're such an amazing person. Leave those things in the past and strive for best version now. I feel like this is where you're coming from, that deep freeze energy. I feel like you had to come out of that cold energy. Like it was cold or it was barren. There was, you know, there wasn't enough warmth to sustain. And with that home card that we saw underneath here, it looked so warm and inviting, and it was so lush with growth. And I feel like that's what Spirit's saying. You have the ability right now to create that. Now, if you have a past person that you want to come into your future, just because you move forward and start building and creating in your own life doesn't mean you're actively leaving that person behind. You're allowing them to do the work that they need to do while you do the work you need to do, right? There might be two, like later on down the road here, you might be at a place where you can invite someone into your growth and your expansion and be so proud to invite them in and to show them what you've created. The best part is if you give them the time and space to grow too, they could come and meet up with you and have just as much to offer, right? So I just feel like, you know, they might be able to give in a whole lot more in the future than they ever could in that now, right? I just feel like I'm talking to people who had to leave someone behind or had to leave. Now, it doesn't have to be a potential partner. It could have been a friend, a family member. It could have been a place, a job, right? You had to leave it behind. You had to make some changes because I feel like for you, you needed a brand new beginning. Spirit was just calling for it. You needed to be someplace else, right? Yeah. Well, not only does that past person need a metamorphosis, I feel like you did too, right? It's important. Really, really gorgeous energy. I feel like you're going to be rejuvenated along the journey here with that magic stream. And I feel like your strength, you're going to get even stronger along the journey here. Yeah, sacred pool again. I feel like I hear anytime you need to dip into spirit, it's like that will heal parts of your heart or parts of your soul will shine through. That understanding will come to the surface. So I want to say if you need to, you can lean heavily on spirit. They're always there to catch you, right? Always. In their own way. Ask for signs, ask for synchronicities, and they'll come. They'll show up. All you have to do is ask. Spirit is protecting you. And I know that seems harsh, that there has to be some rain and some sadness. But, you know, rejection is a form of protection. And I do see that coming through in all of these readings here today. So ride that wave. It's going to lead you someplace beautiful. you will become the spirit of that place. I feel like your energy is going to be, I'm seeing these fall leaves, and that's kind of where we are now, right? If you're getting here on time. I feel like the energy of this is flowing into a quieter period, one of rejuvenation, one of, I want to say, just like the fall leaves, they allow their leaves to fall off and down, and they allow themselves to lighten their load, right? That quiet period is so needed before the growth starts again. And I almost feel like you're following suit with that energy, right? You're allowing the things to fall away that no longer serve. And it could be a sad period or a quieter period. But I feel like when the seasons change and you get ready to pop back out there, you're going to have a new zest for life, and that growth, your growth game is going to be really strong, is what I hear. So that's your awareness. Spirit's letting you know this is only a period, a part of the cycle. And I feel like you're following suit with the season here. So that's what I have there. A little heavier energy. Again, big hugs to you if you're starting over. Spirit wants you to kind of get excited about it. There's a lot to be had. I feel like what Spirit's really trying to show you is you're coming from the desert, right? You're coming from that dry desert. I mean, it's got to be better, the unknown, right? Nothing was growing there. It's like that last little bit of whatever was, it feels like it's dying out. So it was completely almost barren. The unknown holds possibility, and that's better than where you were, right? Okay, let's see. I'm going to hop into this last deck here. Let's see what we've got. What do we have for this collective spirit? What do we have? We have the Rider, information coming through, passion, speed, messages. I want them both. Okay, the Book and the Cross to bear, grief. Okay, again, I feel like this has to do with the same type of energy today, but I feel like this is your person. They can't grieve you until you're gone. Their cross to bear is losing someone like you. And they're not going to know how amazing you are until they realize all of the things that you've done for them. So it takes time. You are a learning lesson in this person's life. This person's going to see their ways, their deception, their cheating, the way that they utilize their intelligence. Instead of making things better, they utilized it to be sneaky, to be deceptive, to seduce. Or I feel like you might get a letter later on. Now, I don't know what part of the timeline you're on. This could be a past person reaching out to you soon, right? Could be something like that. They may be coming to you with, I didn't realize how good I had it, or I really want to apologize. I can see the error of my ways, right? I can see what I did. You might be getting an apology coming. Some type of communication as well. Could be a phone call, could be a text, could be an email, could be a written letter, could be a face-to-face. I just feel like some type of communication could be coming in. Now, for those of you who this is very recent, I feel like they might try to communicate, but I feel like if this is very recent, they're only trying to do that to manipulate and to coerce you to come back in. And I feel like I don't really love that energy. And if that's the case, Spirit's saying, allow it to die out, right? This ending, this loss, this sadness, it has to transform things. This person needs to understand what it feels like to lose something beautiful, to understand the worth of love, to understand how beautiful, it's like these beautiful people that come into our lives, they're a dime a dozen, right? And they had you and thought that they could maybe easily replace you, or that'll be something that they'll experience as well. And I want to say you're not easily replaced, because the type of love that you gave was genuine. And I feel like You're a genuine person who gives genuine love. Yeah, you had to take that anchor up and move in a different direction. They thought you never would. They thought you would continue to take the bad behavior, the rougher energy, and you'd be there. And I feel like Spirit had to pull you out of there, I feel like, but you would have stuck around. And, you know, you were prepared for the ups, downs, and in betweens. But I feel like Spirit was saying, if that person's loyalty isn't there, yours shouldn't be either. It's like it's time to remove yourself, to keep yourself in a healthy situation. I feel like that was the key. This person feeling your loss and the end of this is the key to their growth. Again, Spirit's kind of saying the same thing, but I feel like what they really wanted to teach this person is what it feels like to lose genuine love and how important, when you notice someone is giving you genuine love, how important it is to nurture that, to take care of that, to shield that, to shelter that, right? And I feel like this person will learn either for the next time. Now, this may or may not be with you, but in the future, they're going to learn that genuine love is something to be treasured, not something to be squandered, right? Loyalty, something to be treasured, not squandered. Yeah, again, with the woman, I get that feminine gentleness, that love, that care. And I feel like that care that only you can give, whether you're masculine or feminine, you gave this energy, right? You offered that that care, that level of care, right? I feel like a really healthy person, someone who stands tall in their masculine and energy, masculine and feminine energy, they're in divine balance. They have no problem, whether masculine or feminine, showing either side their strength, their passion for forward movement, or their gentleness and their love, right? They can be in balance with all of those things. They're not just one thing. There's no immaturity surrounding those strengths, right? All of those are strengths. And I feel like those who are in balance understand that, right? So, yeah, abundance. And I do feel like part of this person's karma, part of their lesson is to watch you go off and kind of create your own abundance without them. I feel like they're going to be an onlooker, whether you know it or not. They'll be peeping in on you to see how you're doing as they're doing their healing work, as they realize what they've lost, right? That their luck is not, I feel like a lot of their lucky breaks were because you were putting effort in to get them out of tough situations, right? So their luck wasn't really their luck, it was yours, right? I could say, you are the one that carried that good energy, and once you left, you took that with you. I feel like that their energy became barren when you left, because you were the one that was carrying that really beautiful energy that was conducive to growth, right? And when you left, you took it with you. You didn't leave it behind. And I feel like this person's starting to see all that you offered. Yeah, I do feel like someday you might get some type of information coming through, letting you know that, yeah, I hear I've grown. I'm not surprised. I see the love you were giving. I understand it. Now, for some of you, like I said, this might be coming back in from a past person. You might be, it's like, you might be hearing from someone and they might say something along the lines of, you really taught me a lot by just walking away. You taught me a lot. You showed me what I was missing and how important certain things are, right? Yeah. I feel like you're the type of person that someone could wish to grow old with. I feel like you're an asset. I just feel like you've got this amazing energy. You're a keeper, is what I hear. And I feel like they're sad that they didn't keep you. So they might be coming back around, offering themselves up as a new opportunity. It does look like there's some good communication that could go back and forth if this person's done the healing work. I'm saying it has to be more than a few months. I would say it has to be at least over a year for me to be talking to you in this particular part of the reading, right? Otherwise, this person still has mountains to climb, is what Spirit wants to say, right? They still have their own lush garden and home to attend to. Their inner house has to be tended to, right? I feel like yours is, if I'm talking to you in this now moment. They might come back and tell you that they had to cut out a lot of toxicities. They had to really pull up roots where they were to be able to find the new opportunities, to find that warmth. Maybe they had to go home towards family or friends to kind of get away from bad situations to do the healing work. Yeah, they might have been nurtured by family or friends. They might have needed that time to heal. Yeah, before that new beginning came in. I do feel like this person might be telling you all about that. Now it's like, I almost kind of feel like they want to invite you out. They want to invite you out with maybe their family, their friends, or in a place where everyone can see the two of you together. It's like, it's no secret. It's out and in the open. This person is actively coming in your direction. There's no sneaky business. And I feel like that's a far cry from where it was. If that makes any sense at all, if this is for you, this type of energy is brand new. This person will come back being a brand new version of self if this is for you, right? Let's see. Yeah, I feel like this person maybe has gotten to a place where they would like to put down roots. They can see that they'd want to grow old with you. That tree is pretty old. It's a big tree. And I feel like there's still more to explore in this situation. Yeah, and they want the commitment. I feel like they might be using their intelligence in a different way now. Ways to actually further themselves in life in healthy ways. I feel like where in the beginning they were utilizing their intelligence in a negative sort of sneaky way, right? Anything else? Yeah, I feel like the immaturity with that child in reverse, I feel like the immaturity is gone. I feel like this person had to grow. They had to grow up, right? Yeah. I feel like even through it all, I feel like this person sees you as a wish, a hope, and a dream. And they're hoping that you'll walk with them, or that you'll allow them to walk with you. I'm going to drop it there. I feel like gorgeous energy. I feel like I want to tell you to keep moving forward. I want to say that you are missed. And I feel like very missed. Your energy, I feel like, you know, in the beginning we saw how it almost seemed like you felt like what you gave, even though you gave all that you could, was not good enough, right? That's how you were feeling in the situation in the beginning. Now, I don't know if it's the same person that comes back in. For some of you, it may be. For others, not so much. But it's like understanding that energy and knowing that you can't pour from an empty cup, right? I feel like there's a lot of things both of you have learned over the course of this situation, and I feel like it spans years, I want to say. So for some of you, it's the same person that's coming back in. For others of you, it is someone who's been through all this, so they understand the importance of genuine love and care, and so they will not take you for granted, right? So I do want to put that out there. It could be all different ways. These readings are always general, so please take what resonates and toss the rest. If it's not for you, always just leave it on the board. It's for someone else. And hopefully I'll catch you next time, right? All right, let's get some letters and see your initials, their initials, and any other channeled messages that might come through here. Let's see. I heard barren wasteland. So I don't know if... Oh, okay. So Spirit's going back to the readings. I feel like this is the person that you may have had to leave behind. I feel like they may be angry at you at first for leaving them in a barren wasteland by themselves. I feel like it's, I don't want to say it's what they deserve, but it's part of the process, right? But so this person may act out in certain ways. They may try to kind of make you look bad online. They might do things like that, or tell tall tales about how you were the problem. Sometimes they have to go into other situations with other people, and try to pull the same crap. And when it doesn't go over well, it's like they get found out and everything comes out in the wash. It's kind of that type of scenario is what I'm seeing. So that could be something that's happened with this person or is going to happen with this person. Not that you'd wish that on them, but you do wish them growth, right? So you hope that they would grow in a really beautiful way. I heard the name Jen. I heard something about a stegosaurus. So I don't know if someone's got a little one who's into dinosaurs. I don't know, just as a side note. Oh, okay. Okay, specific message from a crossed over loved one. I'm seeing a masculine energy. He looks to be a little older. I want to say maybe, I want to say from mid 50s to 60s. I feel like he passed very early on. I hear gone too soon, but he's holding a dinosaur and it looks like he's trying to show it to a young one, maybe a toddler aged little child. And I feel like it's like share this with them. It's like they're showing you that they're enjoying watching your little one grow. So I don't know if it's a father figure, an uncle, it's a masculine figure who crossed too soon, or in our opinion, crossed too soon, right? So that's coming through. They just want you to know that they're watching over the little one and they're enjoying watching them grow and indulging in their interest, whatever those are. I'm now seeing a little girl with doll babies. So it's like, whatever that is, I feel like they're enjoying spending time and watching the children grow. You may even have an inkling that they're visiting. It's like you may know when they're visiting. I feel like I'm talking to a collective of people who are pretty tuned in, tapped in, turned up. So you might know when spirit's in the house, right? Or especially a spirit that you love, right? They often feel different from just roamer spirits, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting here. I hear something about crossing the line. Oh, okay. Something completely different. I heard flip the script. I feel like someone's getting ready to step towards you. Now, this type of energy was pretty absent from today's reading, but someone in this energy right now feels so determined, and I want to say gung-ho. They're ready to come walk right up to your door, knock on your door, introduce themselves, and it's like, I don't know if they're going to see you out somewhere, walk right up to you and introduce themselves, but they're ready to cross the line. It's like, I'm tired of watching from the sidelines. I'm tired of not being seen, not being heard. It's like, I'm going to give this a chance, the one that it deserves, and I'm going to step forward. So you could have someone stepping towards you, or you could be that one that makes that decision that you're going to create change. It's like, if I want to know how this is going to go, I have to give it the opportunity to actually go somewhere. So I do hear that there's someone coming in your direction, I feel. Okay, yeah, or flipped. You could be that person. Here's something about bow. I feel like it means brother. So I almost kind of feel like somebody has lost a brother. Again, when it comes to loss, big hugs to you all. I know that's so difficult to lose someone that you love. So my heart goes out to you. My condolences, if it's very recent, of course. I hear something about a doctor's appointment. I don't know if you have a brother that has a doctor's appointment. Maybe they get some type of news that doesn't sit well with them. I want to say get a second opinion. Yeah, I do hear something like get a second opinion. It's like, and I hear all that worry for nothing. So I don't know if that's something that's going on there as well. When they confide in you, right? I feel like maybe you should convince this person not to fall into, I hear the danger zone. So it could be mentally or emotionally. With bad news, this person may feel a little unstable or a little shaky. I feel like be there and be supportive because they're going to need you if that's the case. I feel like things do turn out all right. Yeah, I did hear something like not as bad as it seems, right? I hear hope for the weary. So I don't know if Spirit just wants me to get out some type of it's like, even if something is going on in your world, not, I feel like I'm talking to those who deal with illness, and I want to say on a daily basis, or now it could be mentally, emotionally, physically, right? Anyone who deals with that, never believe that it could last forever. It's like there could always be some type of something that comes in to really change the way it affects your life. So Spirit is saying, don't lose hope. Um, you know, even with me, I have dysautonomia, and as it stands right now, it's going to be with me for the rest of my life, right? I'm going to have to take medicine for the rest of my life. But I'm not going to lose hope. I'm not going to say that just because the doctors tell me it's going to be for the rest of my life, that something new and innovative can't come out in that area and really change the way it affects my life, right? I can still have hope that there could be some type of cure. There could be something that would ease my everyday, right? My symptoms or whatever it is I'm suffering with. Same way, it's like keep the hope, keep the faith. Um, and I feel like, you know, good things can happen out there. So don't lose hope in life. You may be dealt a rough hand, but it doesn't mean that it's something you'll have to keep forever, even if they say you will, right? Okay, let's see. Big hugs to you if you're going through any one of those types of situations where you're carrying that heavy energy. Big hugs. I know it's difficult, but I feel like reach out and get the assistance that you need always, right? Um, Reach out to those you love too. They can be a great support network for you. All right, let's see. What do we have? Doesn't feel like a lot. Ooh, I love this. I hear getting fancy, getting dressed up. The holiday season is upon us. We're in November already, if you're getting here on time. So I know there are a lot of holiday parties, and I feel like this is like glow up energy. Oh yeah. Um, so cute. This is that it's like a sinker, and I hear hook, line, and sinker. So I do feel like, oh wow. I heard you clean up nice. I really love that. Makes me laugh. Makes me think of I think I just heard that somewhere on Charlotte Dubray's channel. Anyways, but I feel like you're cleaning up really nice. This is that energetic, like it's like a lightning rod, and I feel like when you get dressed up, I feel like you're looking good, you're smelling right, and you've got this energy that draws people in. You're like a magnet. A lot of people want you on their web. If you're single, you may not be single for much longer. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you go to a holiday party or you've got weddings coming up or whatever the case may be. It's like, I feel like wherever you're going, it's like you're looking good. And I feel like people are looking to get you hook, line, and sinker. What is this one? I don't know that I've ever seen this one. It looks like powerful, like a powerful fist. So I do want to say, I feel like you're strong, you're powerful, you're loving. I feel like you've been through a lot, and I feel like that's really molded you into the amazing, I want to say gift that you are now. I feel like you're a gift to the world. It's like you've become so much more than you were. And I feel like with every new passing experience, you just shine brighter and brighter. I hear that multifaceted gem, and I'm seeing somebody turn like It looks like a diamond in their fingers. And all the different facets shine different colors, they're different shapes. And I feel like there's so much to you to love. There's so much, so many interesting facets to you. And I feel like you're not just one thing. And I feel like that's what surprises people and really draws them in. There's always something new to learn. It's like you're not just beautiful or handsome. You know, it's like you've had ups and downs and in betweens, and you've really created yourself into this magnificent person. I hear a work of art. So you could be looking like a work of art. I really love this. I feel like the energy is amazing. Um, I want to say you light people up, you're vibrant, but you also create a sense of peace. And I feel like that's your down to earth energy that's kind of happening here. Yeah. I feel like you're in between, you could be in between relationships. But I feel like it's not going to be for long. I really feel like you're going to catch someone, or there are a lot of people looking to catch you. Um, I hear you're not just the star, you're the moon. So it's like you really show up, or, you know, you may shine on a daily basis. You may shine like a star on a daily basis, but somebody might be realizing you're the moon in their life. It's like you're the focal point. All of a sudden, they just realize it's you. This could be someone close to you who's been around a while, or this could be someone new who just sees you as being maybe their possible end all be all type energy. I really love that. That is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.